All right, y'all, so I felt so inclined to make a video about this today. We went live on TikTok Live earlier for a little bit, and I had a newer rider that was just starting out trying to get some information. Her name's Gwen, and they were looking at the different types of bikes at a dealership near them in California, and boy, she got some absolutely atrocious advice. She came in saying, hey, I'm looking for something on the smaller sport bike side, and they were showing her an 1100cc Honda at one point. They were showing her the Honda Rebel. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. So let's go ahead and give Gwen and some of you other short kings and queens out there some good advice when shopping for your first bike. So the main issue Gwen was running into was they felt like the seating of something like the Ninja 500 was a little too tall for them. I was told 5'1". Now, for reference, I am 5'11", just shy of 6 foot. But at 5'1", yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble on some of these bikes. They're gonna be feeling a little too tall for you. For a difference example here, I've got a Ninja 400 from 2023 with a seat height of 30.9 inches. And then over here on the R3, you're gonna have 30.7 inches on the seat height. So not a huge drastic difference. But the one thing I pointed out when I was live was the fact that with the bikes, if you're not flat footing them, it's okay as long as you have just a little bit of strength. So let's sit on these, give you an example of what I'm talking about. For me being at 5'11", I sit very comfortably on this bike, flat-footed on both sides with a bend at the knee. So I got plenty of space. I have clearance for even a much bigger bike. But if you're struggling, if you're on the shorter side and you're struggling, you don't feel like you're flat foot or comfortable if you're up on those tippy toes, do this little trick when you're at a dealership and sitting on a bike. Put one foot up on the peg. One foot up on the peg, even if you're on your tippy toes. Kind of move the bike back and forth. See how well you can handle the weight of the bike. Now, even at this, I feel extremely comfortable on my tippy toe like this right here. I can lean the bike back and forth with no problem. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel off balance. I don't feel like the bike's gonna fall over on me. At the end of the day, the seat height does make a little bit of a difference. You can get these bikes lowered, but if you can sit on this bike on your tippy toe and even then shift the weight over to your other side, see how comfortable you feel here. And it's going to give you a good idea, even if you're not flat foot, am I going to be able to sit at a stoplight? Am I going to be able to sit in traffic with no issues? Now, I did bring the R3 out here for comparison because it is just a hair bit shorter. I mentioned you can get these bikes lowered a little bit. If you want to get it lowered, go ahead and do that. Talk to your dealership about that and make sure they can get that done for you, because that's going to be important. We want you to be comfortable on the bike. Again, this one, I can be up on my left foot, tippy toes, and handle this bike very easily. Same thing if I switch over to my right leg, I can move it back and forth, no problem. So hopefully this helps for y'all shorter or vertically challenged folks out there on when looking for a bike. Don't be too afraid on something if it feels tall. As long as you can get on that one foot comfortably, lean the bike over to that side. You can even get flat-footed sometimes and make sure that it's good to go for you. Hopefully this helps y'all out. We appreciate it, and we'll see y'all very soon.